Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dimitri. Today we're gonna be working with Matplot library, so I'm just gonna show you how to handle this library, and I'm gonna show you how to create scatter plots. So for this scenario, this is a really basic scenario. So I have a couple of lists. I have a car prices list and a months list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to graph this month as an X and this car prices as a Y. So those are going to be my axis on the graph. To be able to graph this, you're gonna have to have the same number of elements in these lists. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm calling here my numpy. This is more for a statistical analysis, so we're not gonna do that here. So I'm just going to comment this out, and we're gonna go straight to the graph. So we're gonna graph car prices versus months. So in order to do that, I'm gonna call my library, which is PLT, right? So my matplot library, it's under this name, PLT. So I'm just gonna call it here PLT, and then I'm going to type dot, and there's going to be a scatter type of graph, okay, a scatter plot. So you're gonna call that as a method, and then you're gonna pass x comma y. But what is my x? So my x is going to be my months, and my y is going to be my car prices. So let's do that. So months, and then comma, and then I'm gonna have car prices. All right, so I have my x and my y. So if I wanna see the graph, I need to call another method that is called show. That's the method. So show. So I'm gonna be able to see the graph now. So I have my x, I have my y, and then I'm just gonna call the show method. So let's just run this and let's see what's going on. We should be able to see my months versus the car price. So apparently it's working. All right, let's just go over the code one more time and let's try to make some changes. So inside this scatter method, you can actually call other stuff. So you could call the size. So I'm going to say that I want a size of 200, and then you can call the color. So the color is going to be, let's pretend that I want it green. So you can call it this way as a string. So those are two things that you're gonna be using on graphs all the time, right? So let's just run this again and let's see what's going on. So that's the second step. And the next step, it'll be to change or to add labels to the axis. That's something you actually need to do on real graphs. So if you can see here, you have the size kind of bigger, right? So we set it up as 200, and we set it up as green. So you actually have those two properties working. All right, let's just try to make the last two changes. So I'm going to say plot, because I'm going to call something different, and I'm going to call another method called title. So this title is going to be something like sales 2021, for example. And then let's try to call another plot, sorry, another property from that matplot library. That's going to be label. So you have X label and Y label. So my X label is going to be months, right? So I could say months here. so months. And then if I want to create another one, so I'm going to call my library, and then I'm gonna call my Y label, and then I'm gonna do the same, but this time my Y is going to be price. So I don't want to put car prices, I just want to put price. So I feel like everything is ready to go. Let's just try to change this. I want to make it blue, and I want to make this 300. And I think that we're almost done with that. So let's just run this again. Just make sure that the plot.show goes at the end. So as you can see, everything is working. We can see the size a little bit bigger now, so it's a 300, and the color is blue. And we got the title, which is sales 2021. You got the months here on the axis, on the x-axis, and in the y-axis you got the price here. So it's working, and that's how you guys work with this type of data. So you could actually add more data here, and we can pretend that we have an $80,000, and then you got July, and then let's pretend that I got August. So if you change this here, you should be able to have a new graph. So this new graph should be able to give you the $80,000 with the August. So let's see. Okay, you can see that it's working. So we got another month here, and we got a new value, which is 80,000. So I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you in the next video. So this time, remember to make sure that you got this method at the end, and make sure that this strategy on building lists for graphs is only when you have, like, a few, just few integers, in this case few months. I don't know, if you're trying to graph something else, just you don't want to go to an Excel sheet and just try to do that again. Just create a list, and that's going to be real simple. Then assign the X and the Y axis, then come here. The scatter method is going to show you that in that order, so X and then Y, and then you can add all the methods that you want. So in this case I added size and color, but you could actually add more stuff there. Okay, so just type comma and then add whatever you need. All right, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you guys like the video.